Zoom play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him to first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Browns defense getting ready. They were able to pick up a big fumble last time with the ball on their side of the field. See if they can try that once more.
I love the way they hung in there, though, because a lot of the time, all you're trying to do on defense is scramble and to hold your ground a little bit. They actually flipped things, didn't they? Took the ball away, created something for their own team.
And they'll be trying to create something for their team once more. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ground game here with the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh my God.
So he makes the grab.
You shut your poor mouth.
Nice job by the offensive
Right.
line.
We already know that no matter what, no matter what, stable or loose, you're still gonna blow our ass by 3 fucking seconds. So, yeah. All right, fine. We will run the Indy cars, and you can run the FC car. Deal?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great
so what about the
talkers and
stable
give us some
idea?
really funny lines.
I'm done.
But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll bang that one through. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside.
I haven't touched the default setups on either of
And
these.
he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here to start.
Well, it is.
It's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well,
They weren't in zone
yeah,
coverage,
and
they were in
you
man,
have
and
access
each
to
man
the
did
cars.
his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage
But I
reminded me
think-
of an old Raiders team.
but
They had
I
a Hall of
think-
Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at
But
the
I
other, and
think
they just
the
locked
fact
people
is
down.
that I think having everyone making sure that they're on one setup to where it doesn't matter about setup if we're all running the same setup and we let driver talent rule and literally let driver talent rule, because the way that I was feeling when I did the loose versus stable at Lamont Bugatti, I felt like the loose setup was, I liked the stable one, but I felt like the loose setup was a lot better, and I got more speed out of that one compared to the stable.
Yeah, you just need the talent to bring out the speed.
Thanks. I'm glad I have bank balance.
That's the other problem.
Out of the gun, they'll
I
look to throw.
know,
He's
but
got
that's
time in the
why
pocket.
I
This is gonna be
trust these
incomplete.
people.
And that
I
was
trust
incomplete, but I don't
them.
know
I
how much
trust
of that
Pig.
falls
I
on the
trust
quarterback.
Al.
He
I
was
trust.
pressured.
I pretty much trust the whole entire Penn
The quarterback
team.
had no chance
is
to
what
get
I'm
the ball
saying.
downfield.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Right.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier
Why
said
you-
than done, though.
Why you gotta take all the good things away from me?
They got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And I do too.
So
and
step
that's-
up your game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering.
I think it's the
who's
only way
lurking
you'll actually
inside
get people
that
to
might
do
put
it.
a big hit
Warriors
on them
I mean,
to
I'm
catch the
fine,
ball.
you know,
Looks like a
whatever the
nickel
rules
set
are,
now for the
I'll stick
Browns
to
on
them.
third
I'll
down.
bitch them. Yeah.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
So kind of like any inspection check, like every real
And
life
that pickup
series.
of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
Press save
Tough.
and then
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Right.
Quick hitter here, it's
So
complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Because the guys that I'm planning on bringing in for the IndyCar series, so let's say that we can get Thordo, Koala, and Dan to join. Those are 3 guys that I trusted
you want to utilize him
well.
in all aspects of your
There's,
passing offense.
There he was in the
I
slot
trust
for the
Guard and
catch.
Whale. I don't know, Warrior, if you do or don't do
Time to the
it.
tailback.
I gotta find a guy.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard
and there's already 2 guys
Just a
that
couple
I've
on the
talked
pickup
to
there, and
that
now
I
it's
trust
third
as
down.
well. But
The
I
fourth
just
quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the
I
ground.
like where
That's what they're
Intersport
doing.
is thinking, where I feel like the guys that we are going to bring into the series, like where I can trust them enough that if we say, hey, this is the bit we're going to do,
as they try to bleed it out.
I
They'll
trust
run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than
I
that.
trust
That'll
Callum,
make
I
it
trust
4th
Big,
down
I
after a
trust
loss of
Intersport, I
1.
trust,
He's
I
had a
trust
big game tonight.
everyone
No
that
one's going to be
trying
overly
to bring
concerned
into
about
the
that last
league.
play. You
All
also
of
know
that.
that the
Also,
offense
do we really
coordinator
need to
does
wait
not
for
want to see that
John's
happen
vote?
again.
Like,
They want
I
to
know
get
he
back to
hasn't
doing what they've been doing all game
voted
long.
yet, and he's had 2 days to reply, and he still hasn't said a word.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now they can run with it. Picked up inside the 35. Well, they were ecstatic to get the stop
I'm
and get
talking
the ball
about
back.
bringing
Now they
him
get
down.
that punt block. Here we go.
And what that play does is anyone who is teetering on the fence on their sideline, wondering about winning the game, it brings them squarely back on the side of, yes, we can get this done. And now you've got a great energy that goes throughout the team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air
Now,
instead of
Al,
maybe
have
staying
you
with the
told
ground
the
game.
guys of what your theory was about Algarve with the setup?
They'll
Is that
run it
something you
now
want
out of
to
the
bring up
gun.
as well?
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
The thing is, though, you can just
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Gonna throw deep.
So pretty much of what you're saying, like kind of like of what we are going to do for the ovals and what they do, you know, enough as well as that. We all run the same custom setup at these 2
Sometimes it just
tracks.
comes down to
Is that what you're
execution,
saying
doesn't
now?
it? Because we're always
To
questioning,
make sure
should they
that
go
we
for
get,
it,
you know,
should they
good
not? Is it the
racing
right
since
play
it
call?
does
Is it
top
not? In
up.
this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their
Especially
offense
on the
and
long
have it
ass
end up in the
trade.
end zone.
Especially on the
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Okay. So that's definitely something to look. Right.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Right. To at least allow a good,
Second
not
down
like
now
a
after the
god
pass
tier
completion.
setup, but like a setup that is good, that's at least better with
come
the
out here in
gearing
the eye.
than what the stable or they given.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a
You
third
just get
down.
called in
When you see zone
whenever you
defense and
need
you know
to.
you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I'm pretty sure,
And
isn't
they'll go on the ground.
it a Chevy though in the
And
IndyCar
brought
series?
down, but the
I'm pretty
juke,
sure it's
a
a
very
Chevy.
nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
It has to be a
One
Chevy.
partner, no need to be
No,
fancy
it
there.
has to
Just
be a
use some
Chevy.
force
If
and move
we're doing
forward and pick up the
IndyCar,
first down.
we're doing American. We're going with Chevy. We are going with Chevy. Use the Chevy Camaro. That's in the game, right? Let me look at what the pace is. I'm pretty sure they
And
use
they'll
some
go with the
sort of-
ground attack here. And
Yeah.
he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead,
No, I've never
they're liking
seen them
keeping the ball
use
on the ground,
an
I'm sure.
Acura.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well.
Well,
They've
that's
got to
at Long
stop them
Beach
here.
because
So now we're going to see
Acura's
that
the
loading the
title
box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
Remember
Puts a
when
little
the
bit more
pace car
pressure on
crashed
your
at
big
fucking
offensive line.
And they'll lose a
Detroit?
yard that time, and that's going to lead
Are you
to
serious?
a third down.
That certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying,
Are you
okay,
serious?
we've
Wow.
had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
That was so great
First
when
down
that
line at the
happened.
34 here on third
I've never
down.
seen that before.
Time
That
for a
was so
break.
awesome.
We're back to see what happens after this.
But I think that might be the better option because if we're topping out at most
So the
places,
Dolphins
we're not
have
going
it
to
as
get
we welcome
good
you back
places
in.
to pass.
They're
so that
facing a
might be the
critical
better
third
way
down
to
now
go.
as they try to hold on to this lead. The first down line at the 34
So I'm glad you brought
here on
that up
third
today.
down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now a timeout
Yeah,
called
that should
defensively by the
be,
Browns.
yeah.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Maybe try DRS.
A new
Oh,
set
that's
of downs
right.
here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to put. And now the Browns are going to take another time.
No, I don't remember
That'll leave
it
them with
looking
just
for
one
quality
remaining in
either
this
because
fourth quarter of play.
when I did Algar last year with them, it didn't work.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final
Intersport,
stoppage here as
did
we
you ever
step
get
aside.
your money from Dylan? Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure.
So a defensive
Oh, and by the
timeout,
way,
chance to
Pig
regather,
and
regroup,
Al, that wasn't
and
my
get set as
money.
we
That
resume
was
action.
the government's money. So you can thank the government for that.
And they'll run it here. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I mean, when I
It's a
got
pickup
that,
of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Go on.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball.
no, when I got
went
that,
back to the woods.
when I
Power forward
got
to get the first
got
down.
that stimulus check, I think like 2
long
weeks
drive,
ago,
the
I
defense
was like,
just
well, I
cannot
guess
seem
I
to
don't have
catch
to
a
use
break
my
and get
own
off the
money if
field.
I have to pay out.
Here we go now. Green 39.
So thanks, government, for
Looks like
paying
he'll throw here.
paying for the winnings of the
Can't
thing.
get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Pig, that was a epic
And it's
milk
never good to take a
video,
sack. You
I
really
shall
don't want to take
say.
one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because
You
you're
didn't have
already
to
pretty
do
much
a
assured
half
of a field
gallon.
goal,
You didn't
but you
have
take
to
a
do
big
a
sack,
half
it could
gallon.
push you out of range, and that's why
You
defenses
literally
get a
could
little
have
more
gone
aggressive
to
in
a
this
gas
situation.
station.
They're
You
almost
literally could have
conceding
gone
the 3
to a
points.
gas
They wanna
station and
push you
buy
back and try
one
and
of
take
those
you
like
out of
small.
that.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign.
You still
off
could
to
have
a
gone
good
anywhere
start.
else,
It's a win here
but
in
you still
week
could have gone
one.
anywhere
Well,
else and
losing
buy
yard,
one of
and it
those
brings
little
up
small
third.
milks like I did last year and just do that. I wasn't expecting you to pour a whole entire half gallon.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that
Right,
first game
fuck it,
under
why
their belts.
not?
For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just
What's
special.
that?
You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll
Oh,
be
does
crisp
that bring back
fall
bad?
weather before we know
That-
it.
You got that right, but I
Memories.
love the build up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
I'm just glad
So for
Bugatti is
Miami,
a
they begin
preseason
the new
race. 'Cause
campaign
guys,
with a
when we
victory
go
here
too
in front of the
wide,
home
when we
crowd
go
in the
too wide
Thursday
into that
opener.
corner,
And now they'll
holy
get the
shit.
weekend off as they get a little extra
Like,
time to prepare to
oh my
face the
gosh,
Buffalo
especially at the
Bills.
start of the
Meanwhile,
race,
for
I'm like, oh
Cleveland,
God, going
they
too
obviously
wide
fall to
with
0-1 with
cars.
the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.